from the first flickers of starlight to the ancient flood myths carved in clay. From gods and kings to peacocks and well buckets. We arrive now, at last, to the final gate in the great wheel of the sky. Welcome to the 12th and final episode of Zodiac Legends, the myths, written in the stars. Today we conclude our journey through the constellations with Aquarius, the water bearer, a sign of mystery, transformation, and promise. In the ancient skies, when the stars of Aquarius rose just before dawn, what astronomers call the heliacal rising, it signaled the coming of the rainy season. For civilizations dependent on rivers and fertile soil, this was no ordinary alignment. It was a celestial omen of survival and abundance. To the Greeks and Romans, Aquarius was more than a sign. It was a symbol of divine generosity. Some saw in it Zeus, king of the gods, pouring life-giving water upon the earth. Others envisioned Ganymede, the beautiful shepherd boy Zeus carried to Olympus, where he became the cup-bearer of the gods. In some Roman zodiacs, this figure transformed into a peacock, Juno's sacred bird, as the sun passed through Aquarius during her sacred month of Gamaliel, aligning this sign with the Queen of the Heavens herself. But not all cultures saw a figure. In Arabia, religious beliefs forbade the depiction of human forms. Instead, Aquarius was known as al-Dalw, the well bucket. Still, the essence remained the same, a bringer of water, of renewal, of life. Aquarius was the gatekeeper of the cosmic sea. Its influence touched not only its own stars, but also neighboring watery constellations, Capricornus, Gaitus, Pisces, Delphinus, and Pisces Austrinus. These signs all floated near the winter sun, when rains fell and rivers swelled. In Babylon, Aquarius was called Gu, the overflowing jar. Its rising was tied to the story of the Great Flood, a tale that echoes through cultures from Mesopotamia to the Hebrews, where Aquarius represents Reuben, the firstborn son of Jacob. The Akkadians knew Aquarius as the Lord of Canals, a title with powerful meaning in lands defined by their rivers. While some once believed this title referred to the Nile, the time doesn't quite match. More likely, it echoed the ancient irrigation canals of the Tigris and Euphrates, lifelines of Mesopotamia. Even the Egyptians knew Aquarius by a sacred name, Monius. The famed astronomer Garrett Serviss once wrote that the ancients believed Aquarius caused the Nile to rise by plunging his urn into its waters. If true, this legend reaches back to 19,000 BC, perhaps even further, into a time before recorded history. In China, Aquarius was known as Huan Ying, the dark warrior, a symbol of strength and the imperial spirit. During the reign of Emperor Tehun Hin, a great flood swept the land. Aquarius was associated with Pao Ping, the precious vase, a name given after the arrival of Jesuit astronomers who saw reflections of their own heavens in the Chinese sky, and in the Chinese zodiac, the stars of Aquarius were linked to the rat, the first sign of their cycle, the clever and quick-witted leader of the 12. Today we know Aquarius as the 12th sign of the Western zodiac, but one day soon, celestially speaking, it will become the first. Because in AD 2450, as the vernal equinox moves from Pisces to Aquarius, we will enter what many have called the Age of Aquarius, a time of new beginnings, enlightenment, and unity. Or so we hope. Some say this era is already upon us. Others believe it is yet to come. In ancient texts, from the Babylonian astrologer Sargon, later translated by Berosus, it was said that the end of the world would come when all the planets, including the sun and moon, converged in Capricorn. But if there is a new beginning to be had, a rebirth, perhaps it lies just one step beyond, in Aquarius, where water cleanses, renews, and flows. And so we end, not with destruction, but with the water-bearer's gift, a promise of rain, of renewal, of life, returning after darkness. Thank you for traveling through the stars with us. From the charging ram of Aries to the generous stream of Aquarius, we have seen gods rise, lovers fall, monsters awaken, and heroes become stars. This is the end of the Zodiac Legends Podcast, the myths written in the stars. But as long as we look up and wonder, the stories never really end. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies and your myths close to heart.